Match.
Okay, so my team is bringing a Montana, 2 Des Moines, a Moskva, a Venezia, a Marceau, and a Kleber. Gaishu's team is bringing Salem, Des Moines, Venezia, Stalingrad, Ohio, Gearing, Kleber.
Yep.
My team won on this map against Farizella's team yesterday, so it'll be interesting to see if my team deploys the same tactic they did before.
Now, I was about to say I don't know how Nap did on this map yesterday, but then I remember they're 0-5, so I can, confidently say they lost on this map.
Indeed. Question is, my Des Moines again did not get good spawns.
What do you mean by that?
As in, the Des Moines that wants to go to a certain position has not spawned in a position that makes it easy to get there.
Mm-hmm. That is always a concern.
Yep. It looks like Nap is doing a sort of standards. Let me see. They're doing a heavy B-side split.
Yeah, they're pushing heavy B, and your team is pushing all in A. Looks like it. Well, no,
Yes.
except for one Des Moines.
Yes, so my team is doing what they did yesterday, and yesterday it worked.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have to see, as looks like Team Gaishu is bringing Kleber and Venezia to try to stall the A cap. Very interesting decision there. If your team is able to get in the Thunderdome, I mean, that's going to be... It's always hard to dig out a team that's in there. But
Absolutely.
you got to be careful not to get yourself trapped in there at the same time.
Yes. It's also a question of how long it will take my team to notice that the bulk of Nap is going BC.
Yeah, they're going to be kind of looping around each other, I think, trying to just kind of chase each other's tail. Gonna be interesting. Unfortunately, since neither team sent a destroyer up the middle, I don't think any team actually sees each other yet. Which is very unusual.
Yep, I think my team just popped a radar from our Des Moines in the middle, just in case something was spotted going middle. Optical of Nap is charging in. He doesn't see Jobsy, and obviously Mad Dog's Marceau is stealthier.
Optical no detected.
Yep, okay, so Marceau's got to be careful with that Venny there. That's the first half of the Venny. Ooh, can Mad Dog dodge it?
Yep.
Yes, he does. Okay, so first blood to the Brigands.
Why do you say that? Because you guys got the cap?
We got the cap and we did the first damage.
Oh, okay.
So we now hold A and C. Mad Dog isn't doing too good since he's under concentrated fire of 2 ships, as Falcon and Churix is still moving into position. Jobsy's sort of... I guess he's just sort of sitting there seeing if he can poke out, but there's a Venny there, so he'll be very, very cautious about doing that. And I am co-op, all by his lonesome on C. At this point, I think my team's starting to realise there's nothing today. We might need to swing something around. So Storm in the Montana, he's redeploying. Radar from Falcon's Moskva, getting another little bit of damage into the Kleber of Optical.
You know, it's very strange. I'm curious why Drew in the Ohio didn't play more in the mid early on. I mean, I'm guessing that they were concerned about a Kleber Marceau rush, but on this map, these battleships can, they can absolutely get their guns hurt if they hang out in mid.
But... Oh, absolutely. It was, yes. So Optical and Falcon are sort of exchanging shots. Falcon's backing up because he doesn't really need to contest. He's just there to keep the Kleber at bay until Churix's Venezia can move in to cover the entrance. Jobsy's Kleber is moving out, along with Iron Man. Now, are they going to try and do what they did last time, which is pincer the Venny and the Kleb, or is Jobsy trying to be cheeky and grab B out from under Nap's nose?
It looks like he might try to go cheeky style here, because he is making revolutions for B cap.
Yes, he's also got a whole 10,000 HP advantage over Optical, and he will have Iron Man's guns in support if he needs it. So Mad Dog's been spotted in his Montana and is starting to take focus fire from the Salem, Des Moines, and Stalingrad, who have been smoked up by their gearing.
Yeah, Obi-Wan
So they can
Kenobi
all,
doing a nice
yep.
job
So
with that smoke there.
they can all see him and he can't see them. Though Iron Man spotted Cannoli with his radar and is engaging him. Good
Ooh,
hit,
yeah.
good solid hit. And Mad Dog is blind firing into the smoke against the Des Moines and still a
Connect.
hit.
Yeah.
Not a big hit, but it's enough of a hit to go, I know where you are. I can hit you. Ooh, Jobsy and Optical are engaging. Jobsy's
Co-op.
got all the
Oh,
health.
Co-op is using radar. That's how he was able to see Hell's
Yep,
Caretaker in the Des Moines.
would make sense, yeah. So Salem of Substitute is engaging Jobsy as well. So
Oof.
Jobsy is in a 3v1 technically at the moment. So he's got to be a bit careful. Question is he going to, with the Veni falling back, I think it's time for the Moskva and the Veni to start pushing up on the A flank and grab their attention.
Yep.
Jobsy's got to be pretty
Caretaker,
careful.
Caretaker under continual fire. Storm takes a torpedo from Obi-Wan Kenobi's gearing.
Yep.
And I think now Team Nap is aware of Co-op's positioning.
Yes.
So now they're forced to react to that.
Yep. And Iron Man's in a bit of a bad position because Drew's now going to push on him, I think.
Drew's going to need to do something to get his battleship in this fight. He hasn't really been doing too much recently.
Oh, that was another about 10k off Hell's Caretaker's Montana. So off his Des Moines buy on Montana.
Right. Right. Well,
So Falcon's cutting through the middle. Churex is just pursuing. Jobsy, I guess, is just sort of chilling there, waiting for Optical to do something. Ooh, Iron Man is a bad position there. He's
yeah.
caught broadside in that tiny little gap. But
Yeah.
can the Ohio actually lob him? No,
I
he
don't
can't.
think so.
He's
Because,
committed round.
well, the problem is that, these ships don't stop on a dime. It's not like World of
No,
Tanks.
no,
So
and
if he
yeah,
wanted that shot, he was going to have to beach himself purposely in order to keep that shot. He didn't.
yes.
So he sails right past that island, and now he has to either slow down and try to reverse or keep going and fight against Storm, which I think he needs to do. Because
yeah,
if you look at it,
yeah, with 150 points down in Brigands' favor, Nap have to get into the sea cap.
yep,
They
well,
have to get into the sea cap, and they have to ideally not lose a ship doing it. But Hell's just takes a
oh,
big hit from
right in the
Montana.
face. Well,
And the
and he's
Citadel
gonna go
from
down.
Falcons. Yeah, Hellstaker goes down.
Double,
First kill to the Brigands. Oh, and Jobsy kills
double
Optical
kill,
as well.
double kill right there. Yeah, so
Excellent.
that was all. So people sometimes forget that the Des Moines cannot bounce.
Is IM co-op?
Yep.
IM co-op trying to ram substitute.
Des Moines cannot bounce battleship 16-inch guns through the bow.
Nope. Not through the nose, certainly not. And there's the ram, and takes him out.
Goodbye, substitute.
Goodbye, substitute, whoever you were.
We
will never
barely
know
knew
your real
ye.
name.
I need to take a death pick.
Gets pulled in, gets rammed.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Co-op's a man after my own heart. I do love a good ram.
Abso-freaking-lutely, yes. Cannoli now taking some big fire from Iron Man's Des Moines.
400 points down with not a lot of opportunities to pick up a kill. Yeah, Cannoli's charging in the sort of do or die. Incandescent Stalin sitting at the back, but he can't really push in, not with the Moskva and the Des Moines potentially sitting on his broadside. Cannoli with a fire and a broken engine.
It's
Fire
pretty
goes
much
out.
all over.
I think it's pretty much done. There goes Cannoli to Storm's Montana fire.
Yep.
Drew's just getting down.
The Ohio just was in a bad position pretty much the whole match. Really couldn't get his guns heard. Couldn't project his power, and now he's just kind of getting Robocopped from all directions.
Yes, I think we got lucky with the initial damage on the enemy Clever. Gave our destroyers the opportunity to be a lot more aggressive on that flank.
Yeah,
And
Ganser wasn't able to
only
connect
two
with his
ships-
SAP.
Yeah, and with only 2 ships on the 1-2 line, Jobsy could just leave the A cap and threaten B, force the low health Clever on his side to fight him, and eventually was able to kill him.
That's right.
So, just better utilization of health pools. And that goes 1-0 to the Brigands.
That's right. Now we actually get to use our fancy score timer or score mechanic
Yes.
feature thing.
The next game, next map is Nor.
That is correct.
So the Brigands win 1-0 to them.
Remember, guys, this is a best of 3 tournament.
Yes.
So Sleeping Giant is now gone to Team BBs. And that leaves us now with North. It's a do or die for Team Nap. They must win in order to force a game 3. If they do not, then you'll be seeing Spaceballs, a team name, versus Killerbin's Brigands. Which means you and I don't move.
Indeed. It is useful.
All right, so with that, teams are going to flip. We typically have a few minutes in between battle. And yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about that previous battle. Let me see if I can get a replay from one of those players.
It looks like this match the second game may start quite quickly. Nap are actually, for once, all here and getting ready, whereas my team are probably swapping ships out.
Right, that's true. Yeah, you've got two you're missing. Otherwise, we're good. Yeah, and someone in my chat is saying, I thought the players are supposed to be good. Well, they are, but it's not
That's the
like...
beauty of Team League. It's you got a full range of ability, full range of
Right.
experience.
So, guys, when we do the draft and the teams are formed, you typically start with one or two that are really good players. We have them in different pools based off of their, I don't know, whatever, win rate, other
It's win
stats.
rates. Yeah.
Okay.
The win rate's divided into brackets.
Right. And then we have to pull from those different brackets. So it forces a team that's more varied in ability.
I think it's 45 to 50%, 50 to 55, 55 to 60, and 60 to 65. So you take 2 players from each of those brackets. So you'll have like 2 really, really good players who are likely all King of the Sea veterans and such. Then you'll have 2 like really good players, and then 2 good players, and then 2 average players. And the special source of this tournament is seeing how players who likely haven't played with each other before can meld together to perform an effective team.
Yep, that's
there's a lot of mentoring and advising. Like the good players will be like trying to tell the weaker players like, okay, so if you're going by this island, you want to position in this sort of way so you can back up.
Yes.
Explaining the differences between a good player and a great player.
Yep, we had that. We talked about that a couple weeks ago when we were doing the training round 3 for this event. I think it was for this event, or maybe it was Verizon, but it doesn't matter. The same thing applies. Is if you've got a Unicum or 2 on your team, you need to listen to them and work with them to develop strategies and ideas. At the same time, that Unicum player needs to be able to patiently explain what he or she wants to have accomplished, and they all have to jive, like you said. If you've got players that are have animosity towards another player or two, that wrecks the whole team.
Absolutely, and the game 2 is starting.
That is correct. Now I think I need to use the inverted option here. Oh, thank goodness I got it right. All right, do you mind if I take us through the beginning on this one?
By all means.
All right, so looks like Killerbin's team is bringing a Kremlin, Moskva, double Salem, and a Des Moines, a Marceau, and a Shimakaze that seems to be running 12-kilometer torpedoes. Very interesting. I mean, it's north, so this map favors Des Moines and Des Moines style play. Of course, Salem with the super heal gives you a little bit of extra staying power. And Team Nap is bringing in Ohio, a Venezia, a Stalingrad, a Des Moines, a Salem, a Kléber, and a Gering. So both teams looking for a double destroyer lineup. Both teams with good staying power cruisers, except for Nap bringing that Venezia.
Yeah, but I mean, the Veni on the flank. You don't want to be a destroyer caught out by a Veni.
Absolutely.
So it looks like Nappa's swinging a Stalin, a Gearing, and a Veni to B, whereas Brigands are sending just a Shimmer and a Moskva.
Yep, it does almost look like both teams are trying to push for C.
Often this map is decided at C. It's very rare that this map is decided with an A-B fight. That's always why people like to bring the French destroyers, because they can just rush in and hopefully grab the cap.
Right.
So a lot of teams develop strategies to catch that Kléber or Marceau on the run. This is the map when we played Malta. It was our first game of yesterday, and I've got to be honest, my team pulled a win out that I thought we'd lost. Malta thought he'd won. I think most of the chats thought the Brigands had lost, and they managed to pull back an exceptionally good win.
Well, there you go.
So Optical is in C. He's firing his torpedoes to sort of deter if something's coming in directly against him. But it looks like Jobsy's trying to be using potentially what some people consider a slightly more advanced tactic of sending the Marceau out wide to catch the Kléber when he's stuck up against the island.
Yep, we saw this play yesterday with my team, Spaceballs, doing that same kind of maneuver there, and doing the same thing, surprising the ship that was in that relatively safe spot. The question is, who's going to come out on top of the trade here?
Yeah, Jobsy can sit behind this island and be relatively safe. He can get all his guns on Optical when Optical can only get his forward guns. And if Optical tries to make a move, he's got to go out in front of the rest of the team. So he has to, even though they have the cap, he's now down to half health. Jobsy's obviously got to be careful about torpedoes, but he can absolutely savage Optical's Kléber here, and means that later on, Optical can't do an awful lot to support his team.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jobsy lost half his health as well, but it's 15k versus 21k.
Yep, Storm's radar going up, trying to catch Optical at the end there. He did catch him for just a tad there.
And that's another hit down to 3k. Storm opening up along with Co-op Salem. Obviously, US ballistics at long range against French destroyers. It's going to be quite difficult, but
there's
Optical
a beast.
runs aground.
Not Sir Maneuver.
Oh, that's not good for Optical.
And he's gone.
Down to 300 now.
No.
He's not dead yet.
Nope. He's getting better. He's dead.
There he goes. Okay, so first blood to the Brigands. But
that's right.
Nap are in possession of the cap. And Jobsy's in a bit of a risky position. He'll have to extricate himself and redeploy to a position where he can get the cap. Whereas Iron Man's in a nasty 1v1 against an Ohio, which a Salem, they just can't withstand those 457s.
No.
And where's our Montana gone? Our Kremlin's sort of hanging at the back. Probably needs to start making his presence felt soon.
I'm surprised by that, because the Kremlin is a really good tanking battleship, and if he wants to play that far back, I mean, he must be in a Yamato at that point.
MB is one of our lower bracket players, so he's probably, and he was in a couple of games yesterday, getting a little too aggressive too early. So I can imagine the discussion has been like, okay, we need to hold you back for a while, let the cruisers do their work, and then we can use your Kremlin's just renowned survivability to make something happen. Obviously, on the A flank, Churex and Mad Dog are just chilling and defending. Obviously, Mad can just throw his torps at Cannoli. He's got to be very careful though, because Incandescence Napoli will, sorry, Incandescence Venezia
Right.
will do nasty things to his shimmer if they get caught out.
Yep.
But he knows he can rely on Chirex's Moscow for dealing with. Oh, and there's the
There's the
spotting.
spot. Yep.
Okay, so Mad Dog's got to keep his stern on to the Venezia. I keep wanting to say Napoli because I've been playing a lot of my own Napoli.
I wonder
Very
if
much
that
like that ship.
means that Obi-Wan is running legendary gearing.
Most likely. I don't think I've seen a gearing in any sort of competitive sense since the legendary mod was added not run it. But he's down to half health. Iron Man's pushed up into the sea cap to take it.
Yep.
Guess they figured that Jobsy was not in a position to do it, but now Drew's beginning his charge. An Ohio coming full bore at you, that's quite alarming. But he's moving into a 5-on-1 crossfire here.
Yeah, it's only alarming for a
This,
few minutes.
yeah. And well, he gets a decent hit on Iron Man again.
Yeah,
Iron
he
Man
does.
down to 11k, but it's a Salem, so he can pop that heal.
There it
But
is.
Drew is bleeding health at a alarming rate.
Well,
Jobsy's opening up now. Everyone's on him.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the last battle he was told, dude, you weren't anywhere near all the action. Get in the action. So now he's like, okay.
It's like this is what you asked for.
Right?
Oh, and Incandescent Venny's making a play up as well now. He's smoked up. They may be calling that they have to put more pressure on the A flank now because of how poorly the C flank's going.
Absolutely.
But Drew down to 10k, 7k, 6k, 3.5. I think it's all over for him. 2k.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
There he goes. And now Ganser's Stalin is now beginning to make a play. Iron Man still on about 13k. He popped his heal and the heal didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now the Brigands have all the health advantage, all the firepower advantage. They can make something happen.
At this point, it's their game to lose.
Absolutely. I know Chirix like when we were playing against Malta's team, he overextended and pushed out too far from his island, and this time around, he's playing much more defensively. He's holding the island.
Mm-hmm.
He's learned from what he did wrong yesterday, and so
Iron Man is
Iron
going
Man
out.
He's gonna go down. But even so, no, he's got a heal off.
He's got a heal off. Yep. There you go again.
Those inevitable heals. Like every time you're fighting a high-tier British battleship, you get him down to 2-3k. Someone on your team calls, he's dead. That's when they always pop their heal. Never call a ship dead until it's dead.
That's right. Done that enough in clan battles. They're trying to get shots on Iron Man, but they can't see him anymore.
Yep, it's like in competitive, there is no team, there is no kill stealing. It's only kill securing.
Mm-hmm.
I think MB's about to impose some Soviet bias into Hell's face.
Definitely looks like that, huh? Here it comes.
He's a little too early. Sacrifices his
Doesn't
rear turret,
matter.
forward guns is all he needs. There he goes.
There's that overmatch in the bow again.
Yep. Ooh, Cannoli's gearing has actually made a play into A. So at the moment, the Brigands have no points income.
Which is
it looks
interesting.
like Chirix is backing up to get shots in his radar.
And look how far back Incandescent is. I think they miscommunicated this decision here.
Yeah, and there's Chirix's radar. He's fired. He's waiting to get all his guns in play. Can he get the decap?
I'm sure he will.
Yes, he can. Moskva is probably still one of the best anti-destroyer cruisers in the game, due to her nice combination of reload and ballistics.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to reach out and touch a destroyer at distance, there are few ships better to do it than a Moskva.
Absolutely. Now Obi-Wan firing his gun there, thinking he's about to get out. That's a bit of a mistake in my opinion, because
if he's under the radar and he thinks he can't get away,
yeah,
that's it. It's a
yep.
Better to go down fighting sort of mantra. It looks like Iron Man is backing up and just sort of chilling there. Like, we win in 1 minute, 8 seconds.
Yep, there's no need to worry.
MB is down to 12k though, but he did just smack substitute.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I think this is firmly in the Brigands' hand.
Yeah, I think, guys, we're going to go to a 2-0, which means we just stay here, and
Yep,
Team Spaceballs, the team name, will appear shortly.
indeed. You are my gatekeeper, as it were. Gans are just suffering from the focus fire of a Des Moines and a Marceau. Stalin may be tough, but it's not tough against this sort of fire. 20 seconds left on the clock. And I believe this is all she wrote.
I think you're right. 16 seconds to go. These Gants are going to go down in 10 seconds. Let's get ready in case he does. Get ourselves a death pick. 4 seconds. Nope, he hits the W key to dodge these shells. Oh, just
No.
barely survives on 300 hit points.
And that is that.
That is that. Well, I felt like Team Gaishu had a little bit more of a showing that game, but was still kind of... You could tell they didn't have as much of a group cohesion as your team.
Yes, I'm quite pleased with how my team is sort of melding together. Right, now we need to figure out what the maps are for our games.
That's right, guys. Please give us a few moments as we get all of this stuff squared away. Apply those changes.
So there's a 10-minute delay.
Correct.
And the team leaders are voting on the maps, so we will get the map list in a moment.
That's right. Yep. We are currently doing the rotation, so North is going to be the first pick.
I just had one of I think one of my team members, clanmates, pop into my chat and go, "We call I am co-op just coop, as in chicken coop, etc. But I'm sure he enjoys being called co-op all the time." Duly noted. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay. So we're just waiting on them to pick the side. What side Team Space would like to be on, north or south of North. God, I hate that. When I put my streams into YouTube, and I always put the side of the spawn as well as, you know, the map. So sometimes I'll have north, south spawn. It's like that's not confusing at all. And north, yes.
North, very north.
North. While we're doing that, guys, let's take a look at the tournaments
Okay,
page.
so your team leader has picked North spawn.
North.
And my team leader is currently probably discussing amongst his team what they want to pick. I know he gave me a list of mostly NA, because as a team leader as an NA player, as a team leader, since the rules dictated that you can't play more than 2 team leagues back to back, so most of the old guard European team leaders were ineligible to play this season. So this is predominantly, in a large case, a mostly American tournament.
Now it's interesting. We were the only series to go 2-0. All 3 of the other series are going to Game 3. Can you believe that? How crazy is that, huh?
That is that gives me a slight bit of confidence. Okay, so first map is North. Second match is Crash Zone Alpha.
Yes.
So game 1, you are North spawn, so Alpha. I am Bravo. And it's North. Okie dokie.
Yep. I'm going to use this opportunity to go hit the bathroom for just a moment. I shall be right back.
Could be a terrible idea for myself.
All right, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
No.
Didn't think so.
Just congratulating my clanmate who's in my team for not dying in his French destroyer on North for a change.
Ah,
He has a bit of a habit.
well, there you go. Go ahead and toss you a follow, because I haven't yet.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Ah, you're welcome, dude.
I shall send a reciprocal follow.
Well, thank you. There it is. Matter of fact, give me just a moment. I'm gonna put myself on mute here in Discord. Say something real quick to my group. Guys, thank you very much for your follows. Let me switch over to our spot here, and I need to thank a bunch of you guys for following today. So give me a second here. We've got Flippy Leads with the follow. Thank you very much. Miss Bienchen, thank you very much for the follow. Umel, thank you very much for the follow. Rainman882, thank you for the follow. Nuclear Funk, thank you very much for the follow. Victor V for Victory, thank you for the follow. Baz, thank you very much for the follow, and good luck today. Client77, thank you very much for the follow. Chubabas, thank you for the follow. Die the Rolling Stone, thank you for the follow. And of course we've
no
got
more than twice selected pseudo. So if you can't play more than 2 in a row.
we got Redamo, thank you very much for the follow. The Awesome, or the Asum, the Thasum, thank you very much for the follow. Vapey12, thank you very much for the follow. And so with cheer, thank you very much for the cheer, dude. 100 bits, really appreciate that. Leno19, thank you very much for the follow. Iconic Drew, thank you for the follow. And Killerbin, thank you for the follow.
Thank you very much.
Okay, just getting all caught up in that. Taking a look at chat, apparently HMS Missouri made something special, or was it USS? Yeah, it is HMS Missouri. Made something special for my moderator, Sith Kitten.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wow. I mean, just he's turning into being quite the Photoshop magician, let me say. Amazing work.
That can always come in handy.
Mm-hmm. I like how Obi-Wan Kenobi never left the training room after that last battle.
Just in shock.
Oh, goodness. Alright, guys, let's see if we can get any other results. Yes, Sea Raptors team Claw has continued Okay, Killerbin, no offense, but I hope you lose this round. Because if you lose this round and Sea Raptor wins the next round, then it's me versus Sea Raptor. And
I
boy,
can understand that.
do I want that. I think my chat wants it too.
just reveling in my team's chat of last to start, first to finish.
There
Even
you
all
go.
the other games are still ongoing.
There you go. Ah, I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. Guys, we start in 2 minutes. Remember, there's a 2-minute delay, which means 2 minutes from now we will start, and you will be hearing this, that we start in 2 minutes. Okay.
Well, one of our guys had a crash, so he's restarting his computer.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the picture that I was talking about with HMS Missouri and Sith Kitten. Outstanding work. Alright, let's see if we have any more. Nope, we do not have any additional results just yet. See, I can get rid of Snaz. We're done with Snaz now. That's good. Oof. Killerbin, I will be right back.
Very well.
My water bottle is getting low, but yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it right now.
Yeah,
do it right now. So
Do it.
go back.
Hi,
So
guys.
I'm just gonna see whether. Hello, Zaf. Took a moment to place the voice in.
No worries.
How you doing? How you doing?
Ah, fine, fine. I just saw that Sea Raptors team has moved forward,
Yes.
huh?
Yes.
All
So
right.
you are in the. I've just noticed you're in the same half of the bracket. aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's the point I'm making. I told
Mhm.
Killerbin, I said I want you guys to throw so that I can face Sea Raptor. I want this.
Yeah. So yeah, Sea Raptor would have to beat Tiger, and you would have to beat Bin.
Correct.
So some results have come in. So let's have a look. So we already knew about us. We already knew about Killerbin. So apparently, Tiger's Den has beaten Farah. No, sorry, Tiger's Den. Painzor has beaten Farah. So rather amusingly, Painzor will now face Painzor's missing Belfast.
I was just thinking about that too. That's great.
That's awesome.
Oh man, you guys let Zaf in here? The whole quality
Yeah,
of the stream
yeah.
just
Hey,
dropped.
hey,
Come on.
hey.
Sea Raptor,
Raptor-
Sea Raptor, guess what's happened? Painzor
what?
has beaten Farah.
Okay.
Painzor now plays Blood Minister, and Blood Minister's team name, which may or may not have anything to do with me,
Is
is
Painzor's missing Belfast.
Right.
Oh, the memes, guys. The memes write themselves for this event. Isn't it awesome?
Exactly.
Yes, they
All right,
do.
I
let's look.
have
I think-
returned.
Welcome back.
All right, good luck, guys.
I think we're getting. Thanks. I think we're getting a.
All right, I'm back. I just had to go and razz Raptor a little bit.
No worries. We're just Okay, so this is where it gets quite interesting because I recognize two of your team.
Oh,
as both
really?
Very good EU players, Jelly and Bazinga.
Yeah, we have Baz. Yep.
They are very, very good players. It'll be interesting to see how this match goes.
Absolutely. We have a few tricks up our sleeve, but obviously I'm not going to share that just yet.
And so do we.
It wouldn't be a competitive environment without tricks up our sleeves. Let's see if we have a result from Debts versus Fans. Nope, we are still waiting for Malta versus... Who's Debts again? TC. So we're still waiting on them to decide, and Team Space is arriving. We have two additional... Nope, one more player we're waiting for. Just chatting with my team a little bit there, giving them a little bit of a talk, as I'm sure you've done, right?
My team knows my expectations. England
Oh,
expects.
oof. Ah, everyone is expected to do their duty. Is that correct?
Indeed.
Now, judging by your accent, I'm guessing that you're Britain?
I am, yes.
Okay.
From a part of the country called the Midlands.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice. I've never been to the Midlands, but I've been to London, and I've seen plenty of trains going to the Midlands.
Yep. Closest major city to me is the city of Leicester, famous for cheese and finding a long dead king under a car park.
Well, I mean, both are important, aren't they?
Indeed.
Who was found under the car park?
King Richard III.
Oh,
Who died
wow.
at the Battle of Bosworth Field, leading to the ascension of the Tudor dynasty of Henry VII, Henry VIII, Mary I, and Queen Elizabeth I.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So were they doing renovations, or were they just creating the car park originally?
I think it was a bunch of historians were checking documents of where Richard had been buried, and were trying to figure out where he had been buried. And they found him under a car park.
Wow.
Oh, match is beginning.
Oh, wow. That happened quicker than expected.
Yep. Well, we are 6 minutes late. They wanted to start on the hour.
Oh, that's true.
We're right
Okay.
now to play. Now for all to play. Okie dokie.